Hoi zämma, it's me, Nariko again, with a new video today. And today we're looking at the Shōkaku, if it's really better after the buff, so-called buff. It's just giving her torpedo plane back. I don't reconsider that a buff, because it's just redoing a nerf what was not needed for Shōkaku. Yeah. And before we do that, I wanna say one thing. In the live stream I got a little bit too emotional, and I want to say one thing, Reflexion. I want to say sorry for that, and I want to personally say sorry to you. I got a little bit over my head, and yeah, sorry for that, Reflexion. I hope you can forgive me for that, and yeah, I work on myself to be a little bit more cool, you can say, to not always get over my head, to be a little bit chill, more chill, you can say. But it's a bit hard for me, but I work on me. So I'm sorry for that, Reflection. So as always, we start with the history now, and the history of Shōkaku. Then we go to the Modz, then we go to the armament, and the last is the commander of choice here. So let's start with the history. Shōkaku, what means soaring crane in Japanese, was the lead ship of her class of 2 aircraft carriers for the Imperial Japanese Navy, I.J.N. shortly, before the Pacific War. Along with her sister ship Zuikaku, she took part in several key naval battles during the war, including the attack of Pearl Harbor, the Battle of Coral Sea, and the Battle of Santa Cruz Island, before being torped and sunk by the US submarine USS Kavala at the Battle of Philippine Sea. That's the overall. So, the Shōkaku class carriers were a part of the same program that also includes the Yamato class battleships, no longer restricted by the provisions of the Washington Naval Treaty, which expired in December 1936. The Imperial Japanese Navy was free to incorporate all those features they deemed most desirable in aircraft carriers, namely high speed, a long radius of action, heavy protection, and a large aircraft capacity. Shōkaku was laid down at Yokozuka Dockyard on 12 December 1937, launched on 1st June 1939, and commissioned on 8th August 1931. With an efficient modern design, a displacement of about 32,000 long tons, 33,000 tons, and a top speed of 34 knots, 63 kilometers an hour or 39 miles an hour. Shōkaku could carry 70 to 80 aircraft. Her enhanced protection compared favorably to that of contemporary Allied aircraft carriers, and enabled Shōkaku to survive serious damage during the Battle of Coral Sea and Santa Cruz. Yeah, she could withstand a heavy damage, but the problem was she also had one design failure, and that was while other aircraft carriers had her field tanks in the torpedo protection bulge or somewhere else where it's a little bit more protected against bomb attacks and all the stuff, you know. Shōkaku still had her field tanks and refueling tanks for aircrafts in mid the ship, where it's really vulnerable to any attacks, and that led to her fate by USS Kavala. So, and not only Shōkaku had that design failure, Japan needed a really long time to recognize that that design was not good. They realized that a little bit too late, mostly after war. So let's go to her sinking. In 1934, Shōkaku was deployed to the Linga Island, south of Singapore. On 15 June, she departed with the mobile fleet for Operation A-Go, a counterattack against Allied forces in the Mariana Islands. Her strike wave suffered heavy losses from US combat attack patrols and anti-aircraft fire, but some survived and returned safely to the carrier. One of her D4Y suicide strike groups composed of veterans from the Coral Sea and Santa Cruz engagement, broke through and one plane allegedly struck home with a bomb that damaged the battleship USS South Dakota and caused many casualties, but this group suffered heavy losses themselves. During the Battle of the Philippine Sea, she was struck 11:22 on 19 June by 3, possibly 4 torpedoes from the submarine USS Kavala, under the commander Herman J. Kosler. As Shōkaku had been in the process of refueling and rearming aircraft and was in an extremely vulnerable condition, the torpedoes started fires that proved impossible to control. At 12:10 a.m., an aerial bomb exploded, detonating aviation fuel vapors which had spread through the ship. The order abandoning ship was given, but before the evacuation had progressed very far, Shōkaku abruptly took on water forward and sunk quickly bow first, taking 1,272 men with her. The light cruiser Yahagi and the destroyers Urakaze, Wakutsuki, and Hatsutsuki rescued Captain Matsubara and 570 men. Yeah, exactly what I told you. That was only the start what led to the fate of Japan, and also be forecast what was going to happen to Taiho and Shinano. As you both know, Taiho here, that's Taiho, and Shinano here, that's Shinano. Both just sunk to 1 or 2 torpedoes because, again, heavy design failure because of the field position and all the stuff. So, and in the current state Taiho and Shinano there was no experienced pilots, no experienced crew, nothing. Those crews were just emergency crew. They had no idea how a carrier even works and no idea what damage control even is. So those 2 carriers had no chance. Same here with Shōkaku. The crew was experienced, but they had no chance whatsoever to even safely get this carrier on track again, because she just exploded and everything got out of control. And yeah, that's the history section of Shōkaku. So now we go to the mods. Mods as always: Fly Mod 1, Luftgroup Mod 2, Turn System Mod 1, Luftgroup Mod 3. All the installments. Then we go to the armament. You have a little bit of armament here. You can't see the armament here. I'm sorry. That harbor is dog shit for that. It is. It's just dog shit. But on this side you have a little bit armor. Mostly torpedo protection. Not more. But that's it. So you have 51,400 of hit points, armor of 6 to 215 millimeters, a torpedo protection of 25%. You have torpedo bombers. They do 8,200 of damage and a strike group of 3. You have dive bombers. They do a maximum damage of 10,600 and a 55% of fire. Artillery, you have 127s 2x2 and 127 6x2. Yeah, the range is just 4.5 and you have a loading time of 6 and 5 seconds each. Yeah, it's mostly HE, 2100 damage on both. That's the EAA on Shōkaku. It's okay. Don't rely on that. Maneuverability 35.5 knots. Turning cycle 1130 meters. Rudder shift 13.1 seconds. You have concealment 10.4 kilometers of normal concealment. You have 7.6 kilometer of aircraft concealment and a guaranteed concealment of 2 kilometers. So your planes have also engine cooldown. You have fighter planes and you have 50% less damage skill on the planes. You have also 4 fighters on Shōkaku, 4 fighter squadrons on Shōkaku. You have also a unlimited damage control party. I go with my Zuiho flag just for gimmicks, and I go with my Type 9 historical Shōkaku camo. Overall, you have good concealment on the planes, yep. You have fast planes, yep. And you have no. The secondary range on Shōkaku is just bullshit. So yeah, no. The last one is just no. It's just no. So that's about that. So let's go to the commander of choice. I go with my Azulen Shōkaku. Azulen Shōkaku with the better AA skill, with the more damage on torpedo skill, and with the better concealment on the torpedo bombers and a little bit more TP hit points on the torpedo bombers again. I go again with the more speed, thank you, more speed on the overall aircrafts, and I go with the special skill for again more speed on the torpedo bombers. My inspirations are Rise of Tanaka for 4.2% more torpedo damage, and for now Space Fishy, but I still looking for another one instead of Space Fishy. Good ones are also for Atago, for example, for a little bit 200 meters more better consumption on the torpedoes. Could come in handy for, you know, against DDs, thank you. Or you could also go for where's the other one? Here for Azulen. No, that's on your ship. Where's the other one? There was another one with torpedo damage, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Am I dumb? Yeah, I'm dumb. But Azulen Atago is a really good one. For I think I'm gonna take her. Azulen Atago. Yeah, here. Azulen Atago and Rise of Tanaka. Just 200 meters better consumption on the torpedoes. It's really come in handy for striking against other DDs if they wanna, you know, turn you on. So yeah, that's Shōkaku for you guys. I hope you liked my little bit history stuff here. And again, if you like what I do, please like this video. Comment below what I could improve and all that kind of stuff. Helps the channel. And we're so close to 200, so a sub will be appreciated. Thank you guys, and see you next time, Nariko OUT. Bye bye! So, we are at the Shōkaku on Two Brothers. With me in the division, Crumsif and Jankonomics. As you guys know, it's in the stream. And in our team, if I'm correct, was Reflexion. I need my water. First thing we do, taking my torpedo bombers. Yep, Reflexion the Friesland. He did an amazing job. To be honest, he really did. He survived a hell of a long time. With just, I don't know, at the end, millimeter of lives. But back to the Shōkaku. As you guys know, Shōkaku came out back in the day, a year ago, with Lexington as her counterpart. There was Shōkaku and Lexington. And now we have Hakuryu and Midway. Again, Japan versus USA. The first two carriers who arrive in World of Warships Legend as legendary ones. The next one was Percival back in the day. So maybe we'll get Richthofen after that. So first strike at this Benson. And already a torpedo hit. Looks good. Looks really good. But yeah, back to Shōkaku. Shōkaku then got nerfed. Wasn't even a week. It didn't took Wargaming 1 week to already nerf Shōkaku and buff the Lexington. Because Shōkaku was so overpowered. It wasn't. It wasn't. But according to Wargaming spreadsheets, yeah, we all know those spreadsheets, Shōkaku was just way too overpowered against the Lexington back in the day. And Lexington got AG bomb buff and another buff and another buff, we all know it. And Shōkaku got nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. And then came just the day where everyone just was making fun of it. Because we all know, at some point Shōkaku just reached a position where it just was a joke. The care was not even usable. So now we take another dive at this Benson. Let's see how it works out for him. Japan versus America! Japan versus America! And Japan wins. That's Japan power. That's the Kido Butai power. So now we got rid of one DD here. I think they still have the L&M Summoner here. I'm not so sure. But now we can at least have a little bit more freedom here. And yes guys, I know I was this stupid to have all the time my flag and secondaries just turned off in a carry. Don't at me. I just didn't know better. I didn't saw it. So I'm sorry for that. I really am sorry for that. But now, again, with my beautiful torpedo bombers, we go and hunt down this Fiji. Fiji versus Japanese Type 95 torpedoes. Is that enough? It is just one. Two. Oh. It could have been better. It could have been better. But as you guys already see here, the Fiji has decent AA. So I have really to look what I'm doing here. A little bit more forward and that should do it. Boom! Devastating strike on the Fiji. Shōkaku's rolling, baby. Shōkaku's rolling. Shōkaku's doing her job. Again, torpedo bombers. Again, I'm not really doing the pre-drops right now. Because I just don't need to do it right now. Why? My plane restoration time is good enough. And my plane going back to the carrier also going fast enough. So I'm good for that. I'm really good for that. And Öland sadly killed our Jean Barre. But here, we do our drop here at this beautiful, beautiful battleship here. Boom, boom, boom. Free torps. And this Bismarck. Bismarck is like that. This Bismarck's no way that he's gonna survive that for longer. Yep. And reflexing at the Bismarck. Nice. So there's still the ZF6. Yeah. And Sumner and the other Friesland, if I'm correct. I don't know. But there should be the other Friesland also. But we're doing what we can. Again, AG bombers pre-drop because I still think that there's the Friesland somewhere. And as you guys know, Friesland has decent AA. Ah, no, they have Öland and stuff. Okay, I'm sorry for that. But it's but the Lufthansa here. Lufthansa Tries to do something, yeah. And again, I hold my torps a little bit, bombs a little bit too long. It was on me. I just thought I could do it more, or I could wait a little bit longer, but reflexing got him. Nice. And we can take care of other stuff here, like this Öland. For instance here, Östergötland, not Öland, Östergötland. Östergötland versus HE bombs. And that was a horrible draw. But as you guys see here, my carrier is driving. Yeah? I'm not a carrier player who just goes to one corner of the map and just flies for 5 minutes. Guys, that's really a bad play. Don't go in the corner of the maps with your carrier. It's really a bad play. I don't care whatever carrier you're driving. Don't go at a corner of a map. It's just bad. You take yourself out of the game for no reason. Why? Because you need 5 to 10 minutes to even fly, yeah, at one enemy here. So, Östergötland versus torpedoes. Whoop! Swing by. And I think that's gonna be it. Nice. Östergötland gone. And that's the third kill here. Now, I know there is the other DD. And I'm trying to clear out this map. Sadly, whoop, my zero got banged. My I.J.N got banged. So we take another I.J.N with the HE bombs. Oh yeah, baby, we can do it. We can do it. I don't know. I'm being honest. The torpedoes are nice, but somehow I feel like the HE bombs are just more my thing. You know what I mean? The torpedo bombs are just... they're something else. They really are something else. So, we'll go here and just try to hunt down this ZF. This ZF maybe is on our way to cap our base, but... well, let's just say he didn't really thought that I am in my Shōkaku here. Let's see how that works out, ZF6, huh? Shall we? Again, waiting a little bit. Didn't work out so well, buddy, huh? So, again, 4th kill. And they just have 1 DD left. I think that's a nice counter here. 4 kill, 61k in a Shōkaku. Again, Shōkaku is not really overpowered carrier for now or something. With the buff, what Warm Gaming calls buff, Shōkaku is better. But I don't say it's really the OP carrier or whatever someone wanna say. It is usable, yeah, it is usable, but not overpowered, I think. So, I think what we have now is the Öland. The Öland is the last DD out there. We're winning by a margin, and again, as you see in the map, my carrier is just overly progressive. I'm driving the closer I can get to the base and to the DDs and stuff here, the better for me, because I just can spam my planes if I have to him. Sadly, Reflexion is dead here, but no problem, we can take on this DD for ourselves here. And what he's doing here is, I don't know. So, guys, I don't know why people are doing that, but overly trying to just survive. Buddies, people, you are not, and I repeat, you are not going to pay less costs if you survive this match. You're not. You already paid your cost by entering the match. So surviving doesn't gives you less costs here. Okay? It doesn't. And again, fail dot. Sadly. So 2 times the DD slowed down or something. I don't know, but yeah. Didn't really boom on him on his ass, but well, maybe next time. We still can kill this dude. We still can. And as you see, my carrier is over progressive here. We got 1 bomb. And now the Kraken. So that's the match, Shōkaku, for guys. My thing, it's usable, not overpowered. It still needs a little bit work, wargaming, to be that Shōkaku we all love. But again, if you like what I do, like button punching, subscribe if you have already. We're close to 200. And see you next time. Nariko out.